Well, look, you've got to look at where they started from, which was one, the closure of Limewall Road is a significant step forward in terms of our road network. It then changed to a sort of partial closure, allowing people with permits to travel within the specific area of Limewall Road, and then it turns into, magically, this restricted type of road structure. Now, it's quite clear the government hasn't done their homework in respect of this matter. It's been clear from the response from the community in respect of this that they don't understand the policy, how it will affect them and the implication for our road network. So what we're asking the government to do is go back to the drawing board, plan it properly, consult with the widespread members of our community and come to a conclusion on the issue.
Well, this is a pilot project and there is consultation taking place. Don't you think it's an idea worth exploring?
Yeah, I understand the argument that the government wishes now to pilot a 3-day closure of this road, and it's all understandable. But let's do our homework. Gibraltar is a small place. We have complex transport and traffic needs as a community. I would like to do the job properly. It may well be a good idea to close this road here for the benefit of the environment and any other measures for our community. But let's do our homework properly the first time round and let's not get it wrong on this basic consultation point.
Well, homework aside, what ideas does the GSD have to encourage people to leave their cars at home?
Well, look, for example, in the last election, we deployed what was called an environmental levy within our manifesto. It's not a road tax, it's an environmental levy. So those gas guzzlers out there will be paying more. That was in our manifesto. And all the contributions made to the environmental levy would be pumped into environmental measures on climate change. That was our policy then. We stand by it now. And it's certainly something that I would ask the government to consider.
Many of us have done without our cars over the past 2 months and we've seen the benefits of it. Isn't now the time to grasp that, as many cities are doing around the world?
Of course, now is the time to grasp these types of measures, but let's do it properly. All I'm asking for, government, pause, reflect, do the consultation, consult widely with members of our community, the business community, the elderly with their specific needs and our young children, and how we move about Gibraltar. It's so important to assess how we move about and what measures we can put in place to make our community a greener, safer and cleaner community.
So bearing in mind that, of course, there was also resistance when Main Street became pedestrianised and casemates lost the car park and became a square for restaurants, are you saying that the government should abandon this idea because there has been resistance from the public?
Change is always very, very difficult. When you're deploying change as a government or whether you're encouraging it as an opposition, you'll understand you'll get friction with members of the community. But our job as parliamentarians, as politicians, is to make the argument in the community and persuade people of the value and the merits of this type of plan. We're asking the government to abandon in its current form, so it's to go out to the public and say, this is the type of consultation parameters of this debate that we want to deploy here. And that's what we want to do. We want people to speak out about this project and what their concerns are. And once we're armed fully with the evidence, the information, the data, we can then make a decision about this project, which may not be such a bad idea. Personally, it may not be such a bad idea. But politically, it's the wrong decision now. It should be abandoned and more preparatory work needs to go into this.